difference between Quid River in summer versus spring. A lot of it is just meta related, because if everyone's playing marksman, you feel the pressure to conform. So we'll see what they do in game 3 with the blue side. As we head to break, let's look at our LCS connected comms replay presented by AT&T and voted on by chat.
Queuing Nautilus, free hits.
They're looking on quad. They're looking on me.
Blocking here.
Going on,
Come
Camille.
Yeah.
Camille dead.
Camille
Camille
there.
nice.
Nautilus flash.
Nautilus.
Okay.
Go Drake.
C9 was absolutely crazy. They're the best team in the league. And he said, the thing they do that no one else does and we've never done is they think of vision as an objective. So they play for it. And I'm like, at the time, it was like, it really was a revelation. Because you guys... Hmm?
It's funny. Did you guys play around vision as an objective, or were you guys?
We started thinking about it, yes. We started thinking about it a lot more. I mean, no one was ever going to be as good as you guys.
You literally have to, no? Like, how the fuck do you play the game when you can't see? Dude, and it was different back then, too. I'm pretty sure there was fucking Sightstone, no?
Yeah,
Well,
of course,
I
people knew how to
remember
put down
when Sightstone
wards.
High bought a lot of wards compared to most mid laners. I
Yeah.
think High he had like a very creative play style. There's like the narrative of him being like the puppet master shot caller, but like that's not how I remembered it. Like he never really told me what to do, but he was very willing to just do like weird shit. Like he would get his hands dirty where most mid laners wouldn't. Like he's down to just like pick Zed and just like fucking engage the fight and die, even like if he knew it'd be a good fight, that kind of shit. Or like, you know, just
Yeah, that's absolutely
give up
crazy,
a wave
bro.
to like run top and lane gank. He would just do like weird crazy shit. That, like,
Legit,
I
I was
wouldn't
so
expect.
tilting to play against.
He
I remember.
has a fucked lane state, and he's just like, nah, fuck this shit, I'm leaving.
Yeah, and instead
Yeah.
of like calling for people to help him, he would just be like, dude, no joke. So many times, High's call would be like, "Fuck this shit, I'm going bot," and like that's all he would say, and we would just like figure it out. Fuck
That's
this
so
game, man,
funny.
I'm going bot.
It almost sounds
Straight
like
up.
I'm not trying to discredit High and how great he was at the time, but like it almost sounds like it just happened almost like out of luck. It's just like, yeah, this game's going weird, so I'm just gonna try this. And what he's trying is like his intuition just happened to be like really, really good at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he used to play jungle before he was mid, and so I think he just had like a very different view of the game than most mid laners at the time, which was like a huge asset for us.
Yeah, you guys had the freshest perspectives on the game. I think like for me, I remember Sneaky and Lemon. You guys were like just the best duo. Like you played stuff that no one else played, and you understood how to play off each other really well, and it just always felt like you guys were in sync. And then also media spam farming was like, it was considered like that was not a viable way to play in the game to anyone else. Like like farming and carrying from the jungle was just like not a strategy. Jungle is a doggy roll. Like you're the second support. But yeah, that's why it was so exciting.
But we made it work, baby.
Yeah, you guys made it work.
Alright. Banning Austin's Katarina. I don't think that's been banned too often, but we'll take that option away. TF hasn't been looking too great. So these are good bans to target Austin and I guess force him onto the TF. Zach taken away from Roman, classic one trick pick of his. Another one of his one trick picks taken away, Ramus. Pretty clear strategies for each team here in the draft phase. See if Austin loses Syndra as well. Yep, there it is. Then I don't know if there's a third jungler they need to ban. Maybe they'll ban Mini to be Swain. They have Thizar Divine now as their top laner. So Fiora and Briar. Yeah, there you go. Briar is like he's a straight up Briar one trick. Surfing first pick for Astra. I don't know if would Toine's team even steal that away? Do they need to first pick it? Who knows? regardless, securing it for themselves. Zeri locked in. Zeri Lulu. Presumably just straight up bot lane, but Zeri mid is a thing. I don't know if... There's no way Austin would be playing it, so I don't know if Toine is playing Zeri mid. Let's check it out. I'm playing auction, but yeah, no Zeri in sight. Yep. So, the 2-trick put on his second champion, Fiora. I like to see jungle taken here. Don't think we need to prioritize AD much here. There you go, Amumu. Team fighting jungler. Yeah, dude, it's like Mumu, Zac, Rammus, they're all annoying. Like, yeah, I just put them all in the same bucket. Oh, or Zac is definitely a little bit better, and then TF again, another TF pick from Austin. See how it fares against the Fiora, who can repost the gold card, and also just straight up duel and chase champions down. Oh. But anyway, the mini we did play last week against my team, actually. Maybe they'll pick Toine for their second ban. But he can really play anything, so just ban counter strats. Toine's Talia taken away. A little bit less roaming power. But I don't know, I feel like kind of down for him to be on Talia. And then, is this... Okay, David Escalb is subbing. He must be subbing. I was not given that information, but he is subbing, and the Smolder ban will be for him. But probably just had to pick Lucian. Which is what he has a tendency to do. Auction ban away. Pretty good ban. Okay, that gives a little bit more engage CC power. Don't know if... I don't even remember who their jungler is. Who's their jungler? Maybe I can find out. Here, Flex. No. The Rush? Wage Slave. Wage Slave is their jungler, yes. Picks up the Rek'Sai. Good early ganking power. Should be able to help get the TF ahead. Used to be a little careful with the riposte, but ooh, Galio, very good here. Can support Fiora in her split push. Can support him when in team fight. Just overall, very good pick. And then MF is pretty strong. Been pretty strong, but we haven't seen much of it in UPSL. And the double, I guess like triple AD carries from Toine's team. So very, not trying to team fight. Not really trying to team fight. Just get picks and split push. RC has much better team fight, and they would prefer to team fight, but they also can fall back on the split push with Fiora if she can get ahead. Yeah, I think fairly solid drafts from both teams. I feel like I'd rather see a better frontlining champion than Rek'Sai, like Jarvan or Shinzao, because they can also gank early. But Rek'Sai's probably just more comfort for Wage Slave. So we'll see how that pans out. Tired. Okay. Waiting for them to get into the game. Yeah, I think really just depends on who wins top lane. Mid should go even in both directions, right? In which case, like, I think
Does that feel us
even
now?
lane.
Well, now I'm just mad.
Meanwhile, yeah, this MFX should do well into this area, I think. I'm gonna check the statistics. D2
I see you lack judgment.
very weak against 51.6. Wow.
Is
But
this what people
the
call
Delta 2 is only
strategy?
0.87, which is the more important.
People fear what they cannot understand.
Okay.
So it's not that bad for either side then. He's also just overall probably stronger. Yeah, the SSJ for BT build is the most popular build for MF now. Hopefully that's what we see come out.
I want a turn.
I don't know how good MF is with.
Grounded?
How good is MF with?
What did I do?
I'm going to remember this.
With Seraphine? Seraphine. No, that's sorry. Synergy. Good synergy. Okay. Not the best synergy. Although, I mean, Seraphine ult technically should be able to set up MF ult, right? Seraphine is a decent engage. Yeah, there's a lot more engage potential for blue team than red team. So vision control will be really important for red team. Rek'Sai is a little bit better for vision control than, say, a Jarvan or Shinzo would be, since she has the tremor sense. So it won't necessarily be face shaking into death. And will allow Lulu to get some wards down. Before I delay it anyway. See the runes as soon as op.gg goes through. See what's happening on LCS in the meanwhile. We see the Darius Iron pick. Wow, they watch UPSL.
Okay, all right, we're good then.
That's crazy. MF in here as well. Yeah.
Remember we were
engage
talking yesterday
support
about
is,
like what makes
more of what you want with MF. But obviously, if you have a Seraphine one trick, then you just play that. Yeah, there's a pretty good spot for Ivern for sure. Very strong champion right now. Another 2 minutes. What? It doesn't show me the runes and stuff? For real? Sometimes it'll be actually. Oh, there you go. There it is. Esther is plat 4. How many games did he play in 2022? Oh, not that many. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, Conqueror area. See Cleanse come out for the rush. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Fleet taken by MF, so not taking the more aggressive laning option. Would definitely have liked to see press the attack come through. Yeah, it is just straight up the rune that you're supposed to take, but we'll see how the fleet works out. See how the lane phase goes. It indicates, you know, choosing to be a little bit more passive. Maybe also looking for some better cutting potential against the TF and the other AD carries, but I think you just want the extra damage as MF. It's really easy to proc press the attack as well since you have your auto Q. And Aerie chosen for Seraphine over Guardian. Guardian's a little bit better for lane, I'd say, but Aerie just does more and can be used offensively as well as defensively. Momo probably has Ultimate Hunter here, given the red tree. Choosing not to go free woods. Well, I guess I could actually just check. Yeah, Ultimate Hunter. And we're off. Turn on all of this shit. Just zoom out a bit. And, okay. Dorn Shield taken from Galio. You can go ring or shield. Doesn't really matter. Just not able to trade as much. Push as easily without the Doran's ring, but we'll survive better. I do kind of wish he went Doran's ring to pressure this Corki more and not give a free farm lane. But yeah, I mean just in general, the Doran Shield will be good. I like Fiora going Doran Shield, definitely need that against the TF. I just worried, not sure if Rcgladiator will start on these Raptors. He doesn't have a sweeper, so getting a level 3 gank off after doing Destroy Side will be hard. Austin is able to get into this bush. Tether Divine will check it and get instantly go carded. And does actually trade back more damage than he takes. Getting the Vital proc off. If not a Walrus Knight, quite able to cut it out there. Especially with the speed buff that Fiora gets. Now we see the range advantage. Letting Tether Divine take some poke back, but yeah, they're just both half HP already, very, very heavily trading. Tether Divine actually does a pressed attack as well. So looking for these bursty counter trades. Just keep an eye on the top lane here. This is gonna be one of our most important matchups. TF a little low, a little scared to stay up in the lane. You really want to be using these bushes here advantage and playing for your range, getting these autos off, but not quite able to space away from Fiora's Qs and Vital Proc. Damn, that level 2 was very close. Not a lot of stuff, level 2 here. Early parries. Fortunately does not wait for the gold card to come out. If he had gotten a parry off on that gold card, would have definitely been a first blood. Check what's happening bot lane, not too much. Zoning them off the wave, hit level 2 first. As we should expect from an MF lane, very strong. Desert Divine does not quite have the repulse back up yet, so won't be targeted anyways. And Rcgladiator is going to come up top here, and Desert Divine does carry the gold card, but will he be able to get the return kill here? It's only one option here. He needed a flash before getting knocked up there, unfortunately it goes down. And this wave is not in a bad spot. So hard to tell. Austin choosing to forego the cannon to hurry up and recall, but yeah, Fiora will TP back and is hard shoving the wave. Okay, I couldn't tell, but that was a very, very large wave on both sides. but we'll crash it and allow Team to slow push it back towards her. Which they've not punished for that gank. Rcgladiator going and just doing. Was this a poker? How do these wolves look? Maybe look for a gank in between. Yeah, the rush is keeping up in CS decently enough despite losing a bunch of HP here. Very easy lane to play with MF. And yep, the other Divine just again winning these trades. We'll see if Rek'Sai can come back to swing the lane. When we're getting the 4-minute Raptor steal. Rek'Sai probably will not get here in time. So very free steal. I think this is exactly what Woodsky did to Rcgladiator actually last week. Really punishing the Raptor start with that second spawn camp, and then oops, I was looking at Rcgladiator instead of the top lane. 200 HP Thouser Divine, stack wave against him, but sees an angle with the oh, doesn't even hit, but then just wins with the vitals. Wow, that's crazy. Austin kind of just stood there and took it. Meanwhile, there is a gank in the middle lane, so that'll happen. And then seeing no Raptors, there's only one place you could really go. Minidu, I would like to see him on the right side, does get his knock up cancel, and then still loses a flash in the end. Yeah, just looking to trade. Like, why didn't we trade here? Race pushing into us. We know jungler's gonna be coming. A little aggressive, and then Mumu actually waiting in the wings for Wageslave to come back after that gang, and just chunked him, not quite able to kill him. Meanwhile, bot lane out of summer trades, and then another fight top lane. Oh my god, I'm so behind. So yeah, Summer's traded. David Scalp kind of overextending for that, but again, pretty big CS lead here, and then Rcgladiator comes stop the flash and get the flash and just gonna push the wave out. So if he comes back, Wageslave does arrive in time to get that return kill onto Rcgladiator as well as the second kill onto the other Divine. So really just trying to push that wave in so they could back, but I think that initial look for trying to get the kill and flash delayed them on the push and gave Rek'Sai enough time to come up here. That's a 4-0 Rek'Sai, that is kind of a problem. There's over 1,000 gold lead on the Mumu. Looks like he'll also be rushing the Stride Breaker here. Will give some extra sticking power, and the earlier it is, the stronger that is. Bomb Clock coming up here, followed by Rcgladiator. Did not know, and Rcgladiator will not go in. Just helping to let Minidu farm the wave. It's going to be a Ninja Tabby rush here for Minidu. Expect to see the Bombing Cinder shortly after. Yeah, 15 CS lead in the bottom lane, 300 gold. Thouser Divine is level 6 to Final Watch is level 5, and Final Watch will go to the jungler there. And the knockup lance Thouser Divine is going to straight up die. Wageslave will take 2 tower shots to let Pacific last hit that Fiora. And yeah, a little too aggressive. 0 regard for the enemy jungler, and just continues to be punished. Really good job by Wageslave to play towards the TF lane. And also secure grubs, while Rcgladiator will try the dragon back, just making the cross map play. You're never going to be able to contest those grubs, so do something else or use your bot trial. Toine won't really be walking over to stop it. We'll support still level 5. And yeah, the item advantage bomb lane. BF sword to Berserker Greaves. One does a lot more damage than the other, and MF is pretty fast, so she should still be fine despite the boots mismatch. And then we Slave doing a good job of taking Rcgladiator's blue side jungle, since he was doing the dragon, and then on top of that was looking for a gank bottom lane, so spends a little bit of extra time and will be punished for it. Pink comes out onto the Scuttle Crab. We'll see if there's a fight over it. Minidui does have his ultimate. Rek'Sai gets the wolf, gets out. Ooh, it's pinged out. They know exactly where he is, and meanwhile, Dazzler Divine is going on to TF. Gets the ult down, but not quite able to prop all the vitals. We'll get the chunk and drop both junglers to his top side. Wave is stacked, so we could see the thoughts of a dive attempt, but Rek'Sai will be here to answer. Not going over onto Toine, but just gonna be some minions farming the end. I don't think either of them is gonna die. Toine being is not gonna opt into an extended fight. The rush continues to get bullied down here by MF. And the top lane playing this base with both junglers there. They're just not gonna dive. I'd like to see Fiora hold her ultimate for when the jungler comes, instead of just trying to get a solo kill and praying that the enemy jungler is not there. Nightfall just to clear out the way, but it's going to be punished instantly by the rush flashing in and ulting, and this is just going to be a dead David Calb, and maybe Aster too. We'll see if Aster can get away, and does get away. Just choosing to focus down the MF. And wow, yeah, despite being down 30 CS, that Nightfall was a little bit greedy and not quite fast enough to let them get out of there. Kind of Walrus up 1,000 gold here against the Fiora. No plates going over, so it's really just the kill, the assist, and the TF passive. Both mid laners is level 9 now, but not much fighting going on. Pretty much even in CS. And as I said, there's not much fighting. There is going to be an extended trade going on from Minidui. I don't know if either jungler is going to come to capitalize on these half HP boars, but Minidui just looking to clear this wave out. Maybe come towards the top side. I do want to see this Galio use his ulti a little bit more proactively. Ghost comes out from if not Warriors, and with the flash is able to get out. That is Divine not quite able to follow with his flash to proc that last vital. Pushing TF out of lane is gonna be a dub. Is able to get a plate over 2 and make up a little bit for his gold lead. He goes and misses the Elon's taunt, but kind of just too far back. The bush angle wasn't quite there for Moo to gank. Pink's coming out onto the Hearthside jungle. Rcgladiator was maybe looking to pick off that bot lane. Not sure if they saw them rotate up, but will fall back, and the Void Grubs are gonna go to a Moo and Rcgladiator for whatever Rcgladiator was trying to accomplish over there. They should be able to get control of the dragon pit though. And Rcgladiator is bot side, looking to threaten a dive onto this MF. Has no summoners, doesn't have the ulti though. There's no wave either, and the next wave can be ulted out. We'll see if they go for the dive in the minions. It is sniffed out. There was a ward, so maybe Aster is the next target. Ward comes out, 2-spot Aster. Does not have summoners. Toine is just gonna solo this guy. Seraphine all lands on 3, but I wish we saved it. We're never getting away from that one. Gonna give a lot of bot side control over to Wade Slave and the rush. Yeah. I don't know if he's gonna play with Wade Slave here at these progs, but he's got smite. And more importantly, Sarah's able to just deny minions and get tower plates. And this bot lane gold lead has evaporated. Meanwhile, Wade Slave has developed a 2.3k gold lead over Rcgladiator. The Moo were not quite able to accomplish too much. And yeah, very... Wait, we got a tier? We got a tier. Late tier purchased on Galio. Rcgladiator is gonna go in, and finally we see the Galio ulti coming on. Combo with the Moonwall ulti. Dragon goes down for Rcgladiator, and then Rek'Sai ults and instantly gets knocked up by. Well, that just ended. Everyone just ran away. Every single flash being blown. Thought we were about to see some kills, but literally no one died. And then it's either Divine. We'll see if he can proc all these vitals to get that extra healing. Doesn't even need that extra healing. Just straight up wins the 1v1. He had thought he was going to jump on Fiora, but Fiora just has way too much damage. And that pretty much evens up top lane as well.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Herald is up. Next, Dragon isn't up for a while, so see if they choose to fight for the Herald. The fighting phase is essentially over. 2 turrets going down. We'll see if MF goes into a safe lane to farm mid. She will be going bottom, I guess, to catch this wave, but this turret is kind of just gone. Tempo not quite there. Would like to have seen either a mini Dewey back in TP for that while MF catches mid wave, or just anything. Instead, we just give away free turret. We can even go back and take a look at that. What are the options here, laning ways? Mini Dewey can back and go bottom instantly. This actually, yeah, right here. Literally this wave. Bot lane backs, mini Dewey backs. Bot lane can go up, and mini Dewey can walk down, and he'll make it there in time. But mini Dewey chooses to greed this kind of wave that isn't even lane state. So just some lanes and things. Like, they would have still had to expend the TP from mini Dewey to save that flat turret, but definitely would have been worth it. Anyways, back to trying to get to live. That's a Divine again, looking super aggressively onto Toine, but will get run down by Waste Slave after the trade's over. No parry for the Rek'Sai ultimate, and then the Sound of Waters arrives. Does get the parry gold card, and the Blast Cone will save either Divine. The Sound of Waters is going to go, so Rcgladiator is going to do everything he can to let his Fiora live, but it's just Rcgladiator dying for Fiora's sins. It's so unfortunate. That gives Rip Herald control over, that gives top tower control over, not much else going on the map, and we're back to normal. Okay, there's going to be TP coming up, so they should be able to get the return kill at least, even if it's not a water size, but will not even die. Is able to flash away. And Desert Divine is caught in a bad spot. Galio TP's in to ult into the Fiora, but Rek'Sai will be able to ult and avoid that knockdown. It's not a water, supposed to TP back in with no HP, and mini Dewey is going to go down with 4 members of the red team surrounding him. Louis will try her best to save this middle lane turret, but just walks up to die. Little ambitious. 4 ninja tabbies on the side of blue team. Very good purchase. 3 auto attackers on Rek'Sai. TP onto, if not a walrus, by Desert Divine, but it's just gonna suicide to the turret. Was hoping to get the flank off, but instead there's nothing to flank. Zeri will respond here to the top wave. Dragon is spotting though. TF will not have ulti. So let's see if Fiora can get anything off in the split push during this Dragon timer, or if she'll roam down to help with this Dragon. Would definitely like to say Fiora just stay in the side lane. keep PF with her. Get these turrets down. Use those grubs. A lot of players would have just hit the wave there. Put on Tiara for focusing on the turret. Say turret shot, but he just likes to let up. TF and Rek'Sai are up here now. Dragon is spawning, so blue team has a chance to answer with Dragon right now, but they have not started yet, and Desert Divine will go down. Rek'Sai and TF do have time to get down here. Toine has control over the Dragon of the river actually, and Rcgladiator is barely able to get away. And if the ult comes down, the rush is going to get Lulu ulted, and then Serpine ult goes very wide. Mini Dewey has arrived, not quite able to land a knockup, but flashes and taunts both Lulu and the rush. The rush is still hitting though, still hitting. Able to get David's scalp low, but not quite enough. Dies, and Toine will get the return kill. And Mini Dewey picks up another return kill back for Rcgladiator. Wastive attempts to run down Aster. The ultimate coming up almost, and it is up. Will hold on to it, does able to run him down, and then Mini Dewey is actually going to take a lot of damage over from Wastive despite having all armor. And if Wastive can hit a knockup, no. The Hex Gates will allow Mini Dewey to get out with the extra backup behind him. Taunt goes down, but the Rek'Sai tunnel is buffered. Desert Divine is flanking behind, looking to punish. Lulu is here, and just so many tunnels to get away. There's too much control over the side of the map, and maybe now starting up the Dragon, but I think all of Red Team will be here. MF is not going to have ulti. He's not going to have summoners. I think Red Team has a lot more agency towards this part of the map. We need to be looking for a flank angle. Eternal Walrus looks like he was trying to mark him. Now the whole team is trying to mark him. Now the whole team's trying to turn on him. You just need one guy to mark him. Dragon is gonna... Oh my god, Aster, where are you going? Instantly jumped up on... Goes onto the wrong side of the river. Your teammates are on the right side, brother. And at this point, this dragon's gone. Rcgladiator will not attempt to go for the steal. The play is called off. And that will be the second dragon for Wage Slave and Toine's team. 805 Rek'Sai involved in 13 out of the 15 kills. Very, very active here, and amassing a 5k gold lead for the team, and on a personal level, 3.2k for the Mumu. Yeah, if I'm blue team, just when two people are going top to kill my Fiora, that is the exact timing I need to have started the dragon and get it, but not quite able to have enough control. Long talk, focused in a little bit by himself without his 8-0 Rek'Sai to get vision. Gonna be able to get away with the flash. Desert Divine not quite able to do anything in the side lane here. 2-item power spike for Quirky, while still working on Triforce here for Fiora. Wastive is thinking to go in, and Zeri ult comes down on just Aster. It's gonna be a taunt after the Galio ulti, getting the shutdown gold from Rek'Sai. A little bit too aggressive here, trying to go for this 0-3 support. It's not quite enough help there. I don't think Llamacock was there either. The Lulu ult probably would have had enough to allow Wage Slave to use his ultimate to buy a little bit more time and maybe get a kill over it. Eternal Walrus is here in the mid lane. Not really much going on though. Yeah, slight misstep. A little aggressive from Rek'Sai, but not much blue team can do to punish it. Just gonna farm up a little bit with that time. Baron's up. I don't know if we're gonna see a Baron rush or anything. We do need Toine up here to have enough damage. Eternal Walrus getting some poke onto Mini Dewey, but still tanky. Has the Riftmaker completed as well, so it has some Omni Vamp and a little bit more damage. There's no way he's going Seraphs, right? I don't think he's going to be going Seraphs, but it'll be interesting if that is what he builds. It does have some synergy with the Riftmaker. Rcgladiator goes in onto Lulu. Lulu finally ults herself and is not quite going to be able to run away. Rcgladiator lands another Q, but does not have the ult anymore to follow up. And then Mini Dewey is going to get onto 3 people, but is not enough damage. The MF fault. Rek'Sai will shut down his Mini Dewey, and they will be run down by the Rek'Sai and PF combo. Seraphino comes down, only charms 2 though, and is not quite going to be enough to get them away. Zeri Zap just zones MF away from her escape angle, and that's going to be double turn. This is going to be the Baron going over for her to Rcgladiator is hiding. Does have a chance to pull off the Miracle Steal. Will definitely die for it. And red team getting a little... Oh, they found him. They sniffed it out. Looked like everyone was dispersing. Baron was low. They thought that they were killing an Aster. Just caught out here. How do we get here? Flashes, but flashes for what? TF is always running you down. And that allows him to push out the lane before recalling 2. Might even be able to get this tier 2 turret. A little greedy. Kind of overstaying here on the map. As a Divine is here. Slave flashes onto the tunnel to get away. The rush greeting for this turret. We just do not need to go for these hero plays. Very risky. These turrets will die. Let's go back. Let's spend our gold. We have 1500 gold. We have 3k gold on top side. But instead, nope. Let's flash in on Zerial. Zerial's gonna try to chase down Mini Dewey. Does force the flash, and Rcgladiator here goes in, flashes, get the bandage toss, and still hold. That's another bandage toss into the rush. The rush will be able to run away though, and yeah, only 1 kill going over, but really inefficient use of the Baron, unfortunately. Water is able to get some stuff up, stuff down on the top side though. But yeah, the rush and Wasteslave really wanted this tier 2 turret. Could have just waited for TF to have more pressure and people having to respond to TF, or just go back and buy your items. There you had Last Whisper in base. Dragon does spawn, and it's going to be pretty much free dragon instead of the Baron. Nathaniel Wars is poking onto Mini Dewey. He's stacking up the Terminus. Not going to go too aggressive here. Should be aware that blue team has people nearby. They will fall back though now. This top lane, nobody is pushing it with the Baron buff. There are no TPs left for red side either. If not water, it's level 15 now. 2 level solo lane lead for both solo laners. Water's backing. David is trying to stop the back, but I don't think you want to be protecting that guy's back. Just let him leave. You don't want him here. Terrible slowly go down to the siege minion. The Baron out of them. So the tier 2 down, all 3 tier 2s going down with this Baron play. 10k gold lead now. Rcgladiator is going to try to look for an engage, it seems like. Maybe, just maybe, try to find the combo with MF to save the game. Donald Wars is definitely still squishy. He isn't able to stack up the Terminus, so maybe there's an angle, but they're just going to back off. The Baron's about to wear off pretty soon. And they can just play for the soul coming up in 4 minutes. XXO on TF and Zeri. Sounds impossible to play against. Moon's got the Randuins. Kind of would like to see Frozen Heart, to be honest. I would like to see Frozen Heart from Galio too. Like, not a fan of the Galio build this game. I don't think it's done much. Our team just taking over both jungles. Master looking for some poke, that's gonna get gold card, RFC gold card, and it's just instantly dead. There's just way too much damage on red team. You can't really be walking up anywhere like that by yourself. The rush is gonna look for the spear, not quite able to land the zap. And just pushing these lanes out, keeping these lanes pushed out. The TF do a split push. Wait for this dragon to spawn. No need to rush anything. Careful if not all RS. What are we doing up here? Zeri, I don't know what the hell Zeri's doing. Just running some laps, killing time, killing the scuttle now. Blue team happy to just kind of wait it out, and we'll see if they're able to get a fight. I think all their flashes should be coming up in time for this dragon. Both, or all three of MF, Mini Dewey, and Rcgladiator. So definitely still have potential to catch somebody out and really turn the game around. Lamahawk is probably the person you want to catch out, so he can't Lulu Ultra Polymorph you while you're killing somebody else. Mini Dewey is a little bit too far up here. He's going to get stunned by Final Walrus. His flash is not up. He's not even going to get the ult out. And Rek'Sai ult does come down, but Mini Dewey is quite tanky. Sterak's is going to save Wasted and allow him to escape. Actually, Gladiator is very, very low, saving the ultimate, and is actually able to get out. Meanwhile, Aster getting caught out again. Hits for the flash and is going to be followed by the PF ulti, and PF is able to flash out with the Lulu ultimate. Unfortunately, MF is baited into her own death. All these flashes were about to come up, but we just took this random fight mid lane, and we're going to lose the game for it, potentially. One tower down. It's going to be Rcgladiator coming in. Does not quite get the ult off yet, saving it for next game. And finally, also is just cleansed by the rush, and this Nexus will be going down. Pretty clean game for Red Team in the end. Very, very well played by Rek'Sai to really control the early game and just snowball out of control. The game was over anyways. The Mumu ult wouldn't have changed anything, to be honest. Let's go spectate. It's going to be 1-0 for Toine. They are, I believe, the second seed in the league. Try to pull that up.
Yo,
Yo, what's up?
how was game one?
It was a stomp. Very, very stompy.
Which team stomped it? Roman stomp?
No, Toine's team stomped it. Rcgladiator just
Ah,
snowballed out of control early game. Meanwhile,
that's so sad.
Fiora''s fighting TF over and over and either dying to the gank or barely getting a kill and not able to snowball much off of it. Really, like, I don't know. Fiora just like waits for a Mumu. They have a much better chance of controlling the game because TF was squishy and was dying to Fiora a lot, but Fiora kind of just playing on an
Kind of
island.
egoing on him.
Yeah, not much respect going on.
Assuming it's thighs, right?
Yeah, it's Thighs. There was the mid-season trade. Richie
Yeah.
and Thighs.
Right now, I have a slight bias in this match because half of the Romans team is actually my old teammates, or one of them my old teammates, and one of them is my current teammate.
Wait, did you get traded?
No. Our top laner got traded.
Oh,
So,
Thighs was on
Thighs
your
was-
team. I see. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, and then they have I think David playing, right?
David is subbing, I believe. Yes.
Yeah.
I forget who's their AD. Oh, it's Julian. It's Fearless Leaders. Their usual AD carry.
Yeah. The trade we thought it was good for both sides.
I think it is a lot better for your team because you
Stylistically?
can flex Richie into other roles as well.
Yeah.
So you get
Not even
the draft
other
the
roles.
Draft change is pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty
He is quite the flexible player.
Let's see. They will be swapping sides. We'll see if they ban a Katarina kill Cinder again. The TF pick, again, it did not look that great, but there was Rek'Sai in the lane enough times and Fiora overextending enough times that TF was able to survive and get strong and then not look back.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I don't know, we kind of like, there's this Galio pick also did nothing. We kind of handshaked mid and just farmed. Like, sometimes we traded and didn't accomplish much off of it anyways. Galio didn't really do too much in this game, nothing too aggressive. Like, we had this TF being, like, Fiora fighting TF over and over, but I think we saw one Galio go topside. Really would like to see this TF getting dove on constantly by Galio and Amumu and Fiora, but usually it was just Fiora doing random stuff by herself. Bot lane went pretty strongly in the favor of MF and Seraphine, but at one point they just overextended and just got nuked down by Zerial. Davis Cub was at the tower, enemy bot lane tower, clearing the next wave with ultimate, and yeah, it was pretty disrespectful. Zeri just flashed on this guy and zapped him down.
Mm-hmm.
So see if blue team can clean up the lane related mistakes, honestly.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. The blue side has a very straightforward team fight. It's I feel like it's almost enough to 4v5 without Fiora.
They just fell behind too much. And there was one time when two people went topside to stop Fiora and Dragon was up and blue team was not able to start up the Dragon, and then they ended up losing everything.
Oh. Damn. Well. I guess the UPSL meta has now shifted to triple AD carry with this. I feel like
this team in particular is able to play those champs, so makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Galio is always a force in UPSL because there's always fights that we probably shouldn't take, but we do anyways. I don't think about the global ults, but I don't know. Whenever I have a Galio in the game, he's always making an impact.
Draft. The new one started.
Oh,
same bands.
I thought we were analyzing old drafts.
Yeah, we were. I didn't realize that they started the new one. But yeah, same bans for Toine's team, and then the Seraphine will be banned out instead of the Katarina this time, and Rek'Sai first pick going over to Toine. Not like no concern for that being taken away, but I guess they just want to see more of Roman's picks before they pick the rest of their team. None of it's not like TF is gonna get taken away, right? Warwick,
yeah,
little bit of a change from the Amumu. I like it, going back to his roots. Warwick not like the greatest champion, but definitely gonna be stronger in UPSL. I like this change up. Will allow him to play a little bit better for the early game, especially against this Rek'Sai. And then David Escal will lock into Lucian here. I like the MF, but maybe just wants to go back on comfort. Wasn't too happy with how the MF game ended up in the end.
With Warwick, it's better to probably just focus on single target damage. With the Mumu, you could do the Wombo combo, but
I think MF is just too good of a lane bully right now. Like they were stomping lane, and
that's true.
And I mean, good thing they didn't pick MF because this Brawl motor came out and countered the MF. So
yeah,
maybe some fortune telling going on from.
Who's the support for our RC?
It is Aster, the Seraphine Yumi player. Wait, actually, RC banned out Seraphine. Did they think it was gonna get taken away? Is there a Seraphine player on Toine's team? I guess Hawk could probably pick it up. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Seraphine's
Oh yeah, no,
pretty
I've
insane.
literally duoed with Llama Clock where he picked Seraphine. And she
Wow.
landed a godlike ulti. Well, I'll play it
Yeah.
for the stream in between while we're waiting for the spectator delay later. TF does get banned out in the second phase, and yeah, if their plan was to go Lucian Yumi, then this makes a lot more sense. But again, MF Yumi is not bad either, and if they were gonna pick Yumi anyways, I feel like they should
Mhm.
just picked it with the Warwick. Warwick Yumi also not a bad combo. I like that they have like a team comp in mind. This was something I like to see from teams in UPSL. Just figure out what kind of team comp you want to play and pick the champions to do that. Don't focus too hard on taking away picks or countering picks. Just pick a style, play
Yeah.
it, and do it well.
Yeah, you gotta play what you're good at. And Lucian Yumi is one of the best Yumi lanes. And Dave is very comfortable on Lucian. I'm expecting him to win lane again because his Lucian's so good. Um, and I feel like it depends on jungle attention whether bot lane's gonna win because I think Warwick beats Rek'Sai in a 1v1. So as long as he's matching it properly, then bot lane should be a-okay.
So Fiora is banned out. So what will Thazzer Divine go on next? The Camille, maybe?
Maybe Camille, maybe Darius. Um,
So
he played
Swain's
Neferi
either
in one of
way.
our games.
Swain gonna looks like it should be on Toine. Wait, no. Swain is Rcgladiator picks Swain. That's mini DB Swain. Yes. Yeah, this is a pretty good comp to have Yumi in.
Yeah. Mm,
I'm fine with the Victor. Have a control mage here. Won't be too strong early. It'll be mostly up to Rek'Sai to accomplish stuff in these ganks. But really, like, what I want to do as, like, already, if I'm Toine, if I'm Rek'Sai, ooh, Cassio top. Another
hmm.
mage brought out by Austin. He's a menace in the top lane. Top laners do not want to go against range champion after range champion after range champion. You just can't ban them all out.
Dude, it's actually UPSL runs on ranged top laners. It's actually kind of disgusting. We've seen Teemo top. What is it? I think TF top, and have we already started seeing like 80 carries top?
I don't think we've seen many of those. Ooh, auction does go through, so that's gonna be a Swain top. Or no, it's gonna be
No, that's
auction top.
Ties.
Yeah, that has to be
Yes,
ties.
Ties Action top. He's
Uh,
an auction player.
oh, okay. That seems a little rough for Cassio. Cassio probably was expecting a melee matchup. This is a lot harder, especially in the long lane against auction.
Yeah. This was one of the picks that Dice told us about that he could play, but we never just got it because it was never the right angle. But I'm excited to see it for the first time. I haven't even seen it in scrims or anything.
Damn, you guys scrim?
We play flex sometimes.
We don't do shit.
Oh, you guys are not working hard enough.
No, definitely not. Like UPSL is our practice matches.
Well, regular season is practice anyways.
Well, I recently found out that it's double elimination, and you go into the double elimination bracket if you're 5th and 6th. So
Oh,
yeah, I would have
so we're fighting for our lives, huh?
tried a little harder for regular season and not thrown some games if we knew. But all good. Let's see if I can pull up that clip of Llama Clock. Holy shit, where is this clip? Okay, maybe I don't have it anymore. Oh, there it is. Here you go. This is the Seraphine that they banned away from Rowan Fog. Look at him go, healing us.
This set is actually the biggest problem.
I see there's a big boy Galio.
Problem solved, I guess.
And
Go, 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 go.
Oh, the 3-man
Sick off,
Seraphine.
dude.
Thank you.
King winning.
Wow.
Can we just tank an end?
Look at this synergy. No pay no attention to the Hextech soul.
That made no difference.
You're scared. Good to know.
Yeah, I really like this auction pick. This is gonna give Thazzer Divine a much better way to control the lane, and the like missteps and misplays that Austin does will be much more punished now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you don't, by playing a range character, you don't have to put yourself out of position to chase down this guy and punish him. So it's just really good in terms of like the overall team comp here. I'm really happy with this draft from Rcgladiator, and from Toine's side, I really just want to see them dive the solution Yumi over and over. You have Braum, you have Rek'Sai. Just make it happen.
Just call Victor over. You're like, you don't need farm. You get so many stacks if you get a kill.
And sack Cassio. Force Cassio to play weak side. Like, good luck.
Mm-hmm.
You blindfold Cassio. Top lane, you deserve to get auctioned all over.
Yeah, the range top lane sins. I don't know. I think team fights might be a little bit hard for RC. I don't know how exactly they're gonna fight it if they just keep getting kited out. Because
yeah, I mean they should really be trying to team fight. It should really just be trying to pick people off with this Yumi combo.
Yeah.
Yumi Warwick, Yumi Swain, whoever it is. She has 4 people she can go on and just really empower them in whatever they're looking to do. But yeah, realistically, they can only team fight if the Swain gets big enough. But Cassie does a lot of damage. Victor does a lot of damage. Cassie does a lot of damage. So the raw amount of lockdown Toine has and counter engage that they have will make it hard for Rcgladiator to do much other than look for picks and split push.
yeah, RC, most of the lockdown is like Warwick single target lockdown or Swain pull, and I guess slow once he gets rivalized. So you can try to get Rek'Sai or Braum, but I don't know how valuable that is when your front line is just getting focused on by Victor, Cassio, Kaisa.
Yeah, no, they just have to play through side lane. Warwick can run fast from the 1-3-1 into either side lane or just shadow a side lane split pusher. There isn't like a great response to split push for Toine's team. They do have Rek'Sai, but it just is not going to be a winning 2v2 for like. I think maybe you can beat Swain and Warwick, but realistically, Warwick's not going to go too crazy with Swain. He should be playing more auction side.
Yeah, on the bright side, crazy anti-heal value for blue team with 3 major healers. And I don't know, I'm curious who's going to get dived with, the Cassio or the Lucian. If Cassio gets to...
Who's going to buy it?
He's going to buy Mortal Reminder first item.
Yeah, it's really hard to fit anti-heal into Kaisa builds.
Yeah.
Rek'Sai needs to rush a Stride Breaker. Braum, like, Thornmail isn't going to cut it, especially against Swain. Victor and Cassio are the best for applying it. Well, I mean, Victor's the best person for applying it. Cassio is really more single target.
Victor might have to pay the tax for the entire team. Just 800 silly little item in your inventory.
So probably won't get it though until like 1.5, like 1 item, 2 item. Like I feel like you really do need to have 2 completed items on Victor to have enough damage to begin with. Because again, there's no point in having heal cut if you just don't do damage anyways.
Yeah.
So there's like that angle to consider. And blue team doesn't have enough lockdown where they can CC chain somebody into just bursting them down rather than having to do the whole extended, oh, you're gonna heal a bunch and then we have to do even more DPS. But they can also handle that. Cassie pretty high DPS output. Victor will get strong to do that. So I'm not like immensely concerned about the heal cut. And Yumi herself does do a lot of shielding these days, more so than healing. So
That's true. She does a bit of healing on her R, but the E conversion to shields.
Triple press the attack. Let's see it. Let's fight.
Yeah, they're here to fight.
For Cassio. I don't know if she'll be able to proc the Conqueror too easily against Auction though.
She has TP instead of Ghost. I don't know which one would be better. Most of the time I see them take Ghost in the top lane just so that you don't get run down.
Yeah, Ghost
but
will give him more fighting power for sure. Let's check out. People go Ignite, people go TPE, and Emerald Plus people are going Ghost. Yeah, I mean, but in does have the TP to match? I think I think I'm fine with the TP because again, I think Cassio should be playing weak side this game, so just take the TP, have a safer laning option. Don't have to go too crazy. Yumi doesn't buy potions, but can we buy a pink cord? What are we just gonna do with this 100 gold?
Oh, I think Cassio was seen. I don't think she got quite in the bush. They actually know.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know if they're gonna go for a full-on invade anyways. Probably just looking to get some info. Maybe
they could
Warwick into the blue jungle. No, he's not gonna steal. He's just gonna ward in and walk away.
So sad for Victor. He could have gotten $10.
Oh, he does have the first strike. True.
You want to invade with a first strike and I leave with nothing? I'm already calling FF. No first strike value, man.
There it is. Both jungles starting out on their red sides. I don't know why the Rush and Llamakok are leashing for this red side. The only a lot of damage going over Death Tunnel Walrus, and this is going to be a painful lane to play against.
Yeah. That's not even using the auction shield. On the right side, the Victor trades seem a lot better right now for blue side. But yeah, the Cassio is just getting abused here.
Despite leashing, Llamakok and the Rush will hit level 2 on time here. Aster is a little bit far up. Llamakok using the Q on Aster, like to miss Aster, not going to be an effective usage of that spell, unfortunately. And then, yeah, not much going down for this level 2.
Yeah, curious to see that Yumi just kind of stayed on Lucian before level 1. Not using the autos to push, but she did tank that Braum Q, so maybe it's all good.
Really heavy trading going on in the top lane. As long as
Yeah.
Cassiopeia has mana, can do something crazy here. Warwick is looking to do something crazy. He might try to dive this guy straight up with no minions. Okay, the minion wave is going to be here.
Whoa, is this a solo?
And where's the flash? Oh, he flashed to get in, and then it's going to be a trade going over to Wage Slave, and the Rush is going to be poked down. Llamakok going down 200 HP. Should not need to reach.
Yeah.
But Lucian Yumi being able to bully Braum Kaisa, I don't think this should be happening like this.
This is a David differential. This guy is actually crazy on Lucian. We play this lane all the time. I like that Yumi is actually tanking the Braum Qs. Lucian can usually would just be eating those and then get traded on by Kaisa. But because Yumi eats it and just goes home, Lucian can just feel free to farm and just harass Kaisa with Qs and Ws.
This is yes. Oh my god, the Q goes wide. Yeah, what Braum really needs to do is use his W to reposition and get those autos off of Lucian to get it going. You don't have to use the Q until like Lucian's about to run away, right?
Yeah, but
it might go down. Doesn't have flash. Is able to get away though. Warwick though. Warwick might get feisty. He does not.
He is smelling the blood. He's going downstairs.
Hazard Divine is gonna die though right here. One more E and is dead. So despite getting that early kill, early first blood onto Walrus, Hazard Divine is gonna fall here and force the TP back to catch the wave. Meanwhile, Rek'Sai is coming here, does land the flash knockup. Unfortunately, not able to combo all of his damage, and Minidoui just flashes away. Victor did not get any damage off during that either, and then Walrus just overstayed trying to crash this wave, and will die.
The return kill, the secret tech. I wonder what happened to set up that Cassio kill in the first place. I wonder what happened to Auction E.
On the first one or the second?
The second one, sorry.
I think Cassio was just overextended in lane.
No, I mean the Cassio kill.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we can check.
Cassio does have just straight more DPS, but normally she shouldn't just be able to run him down like that.
Well, Auction does run.
Oh, he tried to E in the Cassio thing when he was still grounded, because I think it bumped you back a little bit. So
I see.
He was out, and then he just went back in because of the E swing.
Yeah, the bigger problem there, just trading really aggressively with the Cassio when there was no need to. Is punished for it. Davis Calb only up 10 CS despite having such a big laning advantage. So that is a dub for this Kai'Sa team. Wasave unable to find himself down in his bot lane yet, not having quite as good of an early game as last time. Cassio does have ult, he does land it, and it's going to be a stun going over and grounded still, and the poison will finish Hazard Divine off. And just a little bit of lack of respect here.
Yeah.
Which is...
After 6, Cassio just has so much kill pressure. Landing the E becomes free when you're stunned.
Invade onto Rcgladiator is going to get stunned by the Braum passive. One more auto. Nobody can do it. Nobody can do it. Where was the ignite, Llama Claus? That guy should have died. Minidoui ulting onto Toine. Can he kill? Oh my god, this guy heals so much. Toine has flash though. Finally chooses to flash, but yeah, is able to get away from Minidoui, and now he's baited in. Wasave will get Minidoui. The ultimate's still lasting.
It's still running. He's still healing.
Wasave could have waited like half a second, and that ultimate would have ran out, and they would have killed him much more quickly. But regardless, 4 people in the mid lane. That is still going to be a dead swing. So overall win for the blue team here.
Yeah. Interesting time to go in on the Swain. I know Victor used R earlier just to trade and chunk him down, but I don't think Swain does enough damage when we see so many people in the bot jungle.
For this Kai'Sa, there was 2 waves coming into our turret, 2.5 waves, and just has to lose the vast majority of it. Desert Divine again looking to fight if not waters, but this time in the river. Rcgladiator will be here to back him up, but just there to disengage. Should be able to sniff out Wage Slave here. We'll see if they do anything with it. The mark goes away though now. Wage Slave's still level 5. Both junglers level 5. Wage Slave is probably 1 camp off, and the grub actually gives Rcgladiator the ultimate, and looks like he might try to gank off of that instead of finishing up the rest of the grubs. If not, Waters does have flash. Does flash ulti him though. The ulti comes back. Wow, that was a really short duration on the Warwick ulti, no? Or did he buffer the stun? There's no way.
I think we'll have to see it back because the stun was really fast. I don't know how Cassio R timing works, but if he did, he is a hero.
Oh my god, he buffered the stun. Wow, very well played.
That's wild.
In there. And there's an all-in onto the solution, but not able to bring him down. The rush is just a little bit too much behind in items, and regardless, the return gank will get, if not a Walrus, Bloodbath up in the top lane, and Dragon will be traded over for that kill. So we'll see if that pays off in the long run.
Yeah, there's a lot of investment on the top side from red side, but it still ends up being even. Which is probably okay because Akshan can still probably have killed threat on Cassio if he plays it correctly. But with a natural gold lead from bot side, I think the game's looking fine. The Swain is a little bit behind, but he'll still be a team fight monster.
Honghak trying to hold the wave, but is not willing to trade more of his HP over, is almost getting one shot there to begin with. Still level 5 here as well, meanwhile Aster is level 7. It's getting poked out too often, and the Victor ult is gonna not have quite enough range to kill Mini Dewey.
Yeah, that Swain is a brave man. He should not have eat there. He almost too slowed down too much to die.
Almost goes down. Does have the flash up, but no TP, and it's just gonna be forced to sack a wave now. Pretty healthy CS lead over Mini Dewey now. 20 CS lead for Toine. That'll be 700 gold. Pretty sizable. Junglers are even. Meanwhile, the back and forth top lane is only a 300 gold lead for Thazzer Divine, and the 80 carry, the bot lane is just completely even. Oh my god. Yeah, you can't really use Auction need to go in. You're just gonna get stunned up there, and buys enough time for Wasty to get there, but not quite able to get the ulti up on Thazzer Divine before our ulti Les. And
the
there's
Warwick
no
just
Cassio ult
cleans
this time
up.
for the Warwick ult, unfortunately. Already used.
Rek'Sai's feeling pretty bad there. He tried to get there as soon as possible. Maybe he should have invested Flash just to get there even faster, but now both of them just die with no kills.
Did he even have a tunnel up? Like, I don't even think there was a tunnel. I don't know. If maybe there was a tunnel. I feel like there was a way to make that turn go off better.
Yeah.
Probably.
He had R.
Using the flash. Yeah, he had R. So just needs to play.
Press the button.
Quickly. Yeah. Am I quiet? I don't know what to do about that. Is this better? Maybe this is better. Oh, there is a fight in the bottom lane going all in on David Escalb, and both Yumi and Lucian will die. Yeah, it is really like, if Braum can lock this Lucian down, then... Okay, so he flashes in to keep that ulti going, and is gonna look for the double! The rush, able to get out of range, and then while the...
Oh, so
Warwick,
tragic.
and unfortunately gives a shutdown gold over to Swain also. Wait till I'm up here on Thazzer Divine is just doing half of his HP bar by himself, and then Thazzer Divine eats in? Did we think that if, where do you think Cassio went? Cassio still exists.
He went home. Must have. She was off my screen.
Yeah. 0 object permanence here. Classic top lane. I
think Thais is the youngest player in the UPSL. So if anyone doesn't have object permanence, it's him. I think he's not even a student yet.
Not even a student yet.
Yeah, he's an incoming freshman. I don't know if this is a crazy doxing, but
what? How's that doc? I mean, I feel like
I don't
know. There's all
I don't know how we deal with personal information.
It's literally a college league, so personal information is guaranteed.
Well, all I know about you is that you're friends with Captain Flowers and you're software engineer somewhere.
You don't know that I used to run this club?
And you used to run this club with that website, with the awesome UPSL website.
No, well, that was our other dude's website that he ran. I was not very involved in this blog. Wait slave. Just looking to get some vision. Not gonna do too much outside of that trade with Rcgladiator. Don't think they'll be able to die this, unfortunately, with both junglers down here, but we'll be able to have a little bit more control going into this. Dragon that's spawning in 10 seconds. Oh, Rcgladiator gonna get caught out here potentially. Mini Dewey is gonna be the target now. Rcgladiator ults onto Wave Slave, not able to get the ulti off, and the healing from red team is just gonna be too much to be bursted through. And Long Clock is getting caught out here, not able to get away. He walks back into them. And that should be the dragon going over to Rcgladiator.
Yeah, if blue team.
Red team just walked in to blue team's damage, and Victor's able to get the double kill. We'll probably get run down here by Rcgladiator. And actually, the gravity field will stop Rcgladiator. And now Wave Save is back up. I don't think Rcgladiator can get this dragon anymore. It looks like he's gonna try though. This is ambitious. TP coming out from Victor as well. This should be the play getting called off. Rcgladiator will run away with the Yuumi on his back. Wave Save looks
Cassio does have
the dragon.
Yeah, Cassio does have TP just in case this goes bad, but I think Warwick's just getting zoned out. He can heal whatever he wants, but I think he's still getting bursted and CC'd down if he comes up.
Unfortunately, if not, Walrus will not hit that ultimate, a little bit out of range. But these guys up top still fighting. Both their towers are living with 1 HP.
There's been a lot of scrapping in the top side. We've seen the Snake versus Weird Gunman matchup.
Ruh-roh. Rcgladiator coming as fast as he can. Mini Dewey in tow. David as Calv is just gonna get destroyed by the Victor. So much burst damage. And yeah, this Lucian is 0-3 now. Dross goes over to Wave Slave. Wave Slave is gonna be able to get out of that fast enough to get his ulti back down. Mini Dewey is just wreaking havoc with his ultimate though. We're just staying in, and then Auction will get the revive off onto Rcgladiator, who will be able to run back pretty fast with that Warwick W. Looks like he's AFK in base though. I don't think he realized he got rest.
He's taking a piss. He's finally got his piss break. You know, when you get revived by Auction, it's like you're in a peaceful state. You're like, fuck, I just died. But then you're suddenly interrupted, which is how I feel like it would feel if I actually came back to life after a heart attack.
Trying to get a sneaky ultimate, but honestly, just kind of winning on the damage, and just goes a little bit too far. Takes the extra tower shot too. Dies to the Auction ulti in the end.
Yeah.
If he just plays with his wave instead of trying to do this tricky stuff, he would just 100 to 0 Auction every time. He can literally just miasma and just nuke him down.
Yeah, he does have second item. And Auction's still holding a nice long sword and dagger to be long.
We see it now.
Ah, there it is. So they didn't back for a long time then.
Yeah, their only version of backing is dying actually.
Well, somehow Auction is now strong. He has a whole 6 kills. He's gonna be a menace in the side lane. Kaisa and Victor cannot walk.
I don't know, man. Victor's level 13. I think he can one-shot this Auction. He's got 2 items.
Is he actually just one-shotting? Is double burn doing that much damage to an Auction?
I don't know how much the damage looks like with the exact items, but I can't imagine that Victor will be straight up losing either. I don't think Auction will be able to just bully Victor out. It's hard for him to walk up without taking some damage back.
I think Auction has to like flash something, but he might just one-shot someone if he does.
Sidesteps, breaking the ankles of Rcgladiator, but doesn't matter. The fear lands in the end, and unfortunately the shutdown goal goes over to Yuumi.
More healing.
Still 0-3, not very rich. If not a Walrus cut on the river here, roamed up from the bottom lane, and just kind of be surrounded by 5 people. And then
Yeah.
back up top from Desert Divine to save the turret from this Kaisa.
Lucian finally getting that collector value. Extra $20 in the pocket.
Braum buys enough time, gets the ultimate down, allows the rush to ult in as well, and David Escalib will be going down again, and Aster will follow. Unfortunately, a little bit too far up. And Desert Divine is going down pretty fast. Steve gets a triple kill and gets out. That healing from the Rek'Sai passive is more than enough. King's coming out onto the Rift Trail now. Dragon will be spawning in less than a minute as well. Rcgladiator is going to get run down by Toine, and this Victor is just so strong.
Blue team's or red team's kind of falling apart here. They're just getting picked off one by one, not respecting the engages.
Yeah, I mean they killed Cassiopeia and River, and then everyone dispersed. There was a top wave that needed responding to, and Lucian and Yumi just trying to get a tower when there's just everyone coming down the river and no pressure elsewhere on the map.
I think it's kind of a synergy issue. Like Warwick and Octon usually have no problem getting to plays, but I think they're trying to save lost plays too much. Octon should have probably just not revealed himself at all there. They were all at full HP.
Once Lucian and Yumi are dead, it's just over. They just shouldn't have been that far to begin with. Dragon is spawning. This is going to be the third dragon. Probably need to see a fight from Rcgladiator, but they can opt to give this one up and fight next. Swain does have the Seeker's Arm Guard. Hasn't quite finished his second item. Lucian hasn't finished his second item. So it's just a very quickly dead dragon. And Rcgladiator is caught out a little too close to the dragon. Is going to go down and even has to flash. So we'll see if they just blade down this top or bottom tier 2 if they look towards the Baron. They're gonna actually look under the Swain. Please, please, please disengage, disengage, disengage. Actually, they don't even need to. That's what I was saying. This Victor just has so much damage. Flashes in for the Lucian. Don't think that was worth our flash, brother.
Yeah, the Victor's just playing right outside of Swain ulti range. It's kind of just unplayable for the Swain. He doesn't have Rylai, so he can't force Victor to be in his range, and his E is pretty hard to land with Victor Q move speed.
Yeah, the Zanya's second is a little curious because if you Zanya's, you let them leave your ult. Desert Divine sneakily staying around, and we're gonna see if Toine does land a stun, and Desert Divine is just gonna go down, not quite able to get that last little auto.
So sad.
And this game looks like it might be over pretty soon. Flashing forward is, if not a Walrus, and he's gonna run this David Escalib down. It's forced to flash, but there's no Yumi shield in sight. Unfortunately, the cooldown won't come up in time, and Wagesave is fighting Rcgladiator, trying to buy time for mini DB, but Llama Clock arrives as well, and this is just gonna Llama Clock overextending a little bit actually. Trying to secure these Raptors for Wagesave while if not Walrus pushes down top. But
what a
yeah,
hero support.
We're probably gonna see this Baron go down soon, and then subsequently the game.
Yeah, red side really has no good ways of engaging. Their best thing is probably Warwick R into die combo.
There you go. There's the Baron going down. Cassio Victor with Leandri's double burn build, and oh my god, does get there barely in time, but not quite able to land the smite steal, and that might blue team stay on the map. They have 2k gold to spend on Cassio. Very rich guy. He's gonna get jumped on by Desert Divine and Yumi here. David Escalib sandwiching from the other side. Just one Baron off the map, but lose the tier 2. I'd like to see them rotate over to this bottom tier 2.
Yeah, that was a good play on Cassio though. Important to stop the 2-lane push. Now they can just deal with 1 lane.
Yeah. Well,
the siege is still really strong from blue side, but if they try to all in and take this tower, they're gonna have to deal with Swain ult.
Unfortunately, the macro play not quite there for blue team. Should have gotten this tier 2 bottom instantly with that large wave that pushed in, but they opted to escort the wave into the mid tier 3, and that cost them the temple they needed. Luckily, they just walk bottom and find a Swain to kill. So
he doesn't Zanya's there.
I don't even know if he would have lived. I don't think he would have lived. They would have just gotten him after the
I think.
zombies. Maybe by
I think he.
Auction's just gonna walk into a Braum here. I don't think this is what you want to do. The Gladiator
No.
runs in after and just very disjointed plays from red team.
Yeah.
Let them reset. Try to find a better fight with your Soinut. But yeah, 9k gold lead, 3 dragons. Pretty hard to beat situation. And yeah, the scoreline might be 4-7-3, but Austin definitely has had a lot of pressure this game and has made a lot of good plays to allow his team to have breathing room to do stuff elsewhere.
Definitely, no one can beat the Cassio 1v1 as long as she's not getting jumped.
Yeah, the raw amount of damage is too much.
Yeah. She has so much
Like,
shielding and
look
HP.
at that. It's just boom.
Yeah,
you're
she's
dead.
just gonna run the Swain down.
They should be able to push an end here. Baron buff still up. I don't even think we're gonna see a soul going down. Rcgladiator ults onto, if not a walrus, and we'll get that return kill, hurting the KDA a little bit, but Kaisa does ult in and gets those 2 return kills with the Victor, and this is gonna be the game. On all, I like the draft changes for our team, but not quite able to capitalize.
Yeah, while they focused on top side, Victor and Kaisa just kind of farmed and got strong. And with no engages other than kind of just walking on them, there's not really that much that red side can do, especially with Braum peeling off both the main carry damages.
Yeah, you really need to have your side lanes going, and Auction just going even over and over isn't going to be enough. And Lucian had a lead, and then they were not quite able to capitalize on it. I think blue team, their bot side was making a lot of mistakes that in the 2v2, David Scalp was taking advantage of, but if they had some jungle help, maybe they could have snowballed that and tried to get things going instead. There's a lot of focus top side, and then top side only went even anyway, so did not end up amounting to enough.
Yeah, this is the issue of Warwick. He's a little bit predictable, I feel like. Like he can really surprise you with tempo if you're not aware of like how fast he moves with his blood trail. But since Cassio and Auction are always trading, they're gonna focus top side, especially with Auction top. So I would like to see Auction just like chilling sometimes and then them just diving bot or something before level 6.
All right, well that will do it for us here. Thank you for joining for the cast, and yeah.
Oh yeah, I overslept for the first game.
A 2-0 for Toine, and I don't know, is that gonna push them over? I think that might secure them second place for now, sole position of second place. But I guess their strength of win is gonna be low still, so yeah, I guess Joe's team can easily tie it back up. And then yeah, they are gonna be tied in total wins though with Fright Arrow, but Fright Arrow having the lead since strength of wins is a lot higher for them, 52.
The strength of wins just the number of wins of the beats, people that you beat. Yeah.
Heal. You want heal? Oh, this is Aurora bottom lane. What the hell?
Dude, Aurora's getting played everywhere.
This is Aurora bottom lane. Interesting. I think.
What is this game?
Oh, it's do you know Insanity?
In LCS?
Yeah, it's his he's playing on a Smurf, playing Aurora bottom lane with Senna. Very interesting.
The fasting Senna.
I'm pretty sure this account is unranked. Interesting. Well, we'll see if we see that in LCS sometime. we can go ahead and have fun watching LCS, guys. Yeah, 2-0 for
Wow. Are we official co-casters, co-streamers?
Was no. I'm just fucking.
We can co-stream the co-stream.
I can't raid that channel. Oh, have fun. Go raid LCS. Oh no, it can't raid. Boom. Goodbye, guys.